Hi guys, because here only going to be talking about the Liar Mount See, but come on in because I'm going to set Bill and Bay right. Because Bill and Bay doesn't know how to tell the motherfucking truth. Bill and Bay's a liar. She has done this before. She's doing it again and not going to like you. We're in Clay's in Chris's good name. And I just speak is our allegations that self can never prove. This you're running like it's facts. Shut the fuck up and let me handle you. You're not doing this to Clay and Chris. You're not. I'm done. I'm done. You're nothing but a fraud. You're a liar and a master manipulator, emotional manipulator. So let's go. You gonna be a bloody badass? You gonna win somebody's good name? No, man. You already ruined your name. You already know you're a stalker, too. 43, 45 arrests. You never get your number. How many lawsuits? Several lawsuits. You created and lost. Lost 3 times to Green Bay. Oh my god. Because you're fucking lying. Okay? You're not going to smell cutting Chris now. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. Because I had to choose for myself. You have lies and lies and lies. You're not lying. So let's get into this. Let's sit back and display again. Keep running that fucking mouth for you. Because I can treat you for outlet you. Let's go.
My beautiful people, if you've been in Florida, little saga. This is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He's a case that we have been personally covering.
Yeah, because she shot them. You're obsessed with this. You're not going to remember. Do you hear me? You're never going to remember. Because when an evil, sick, twisted person you are.
Here on all main social media platforms.
From the East Coast to the West Coast.
Why? Because she's thinking the best? Not brilliant, bitch.
Each and every one of you advocating for each of these victims. God.
Flyers about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, which has been missing 2.5 years, because I've been screaming from the rooftops that their investigation.
No, you don't know how to do investigation. You're not cops, you're not police, you're not nobody. Oh, you learn for rights? No, you learn for doing your rights and be so educated on the situation. If you're not, I'm sorry, you're not. So I don't take several seats because you're not about to do this, Margo. Really? The one psychopath
is horrible. And that their investigation wasn't a real investigation, and they never turned that house into a true crime scene, which is what the gold standard is of the National Center for Missing and Exploited.
Yeah, not the gold standard. Stop living in that fucking world of yours, baby.
Children. We went through the entire book of what the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children recommend law enforcement.
And that was outdated. As I recall. But
enforcement to do when there is a child.
You don't know what you need to do. I'm sorry, buddy. Sit and lie down. You don't get to do this. You don't get to play it up. Don't allegation. Know the fucking difference. But go ahead.
Child missing, especially a child that's disabled or has autism. They even have a special section for that area. And the Sumner County Sheriff's Department.
Yeah, no shit. Shut up.
Department did not follow any of that. We don't even know if they did proper for.
You know, DJ. You know, DJ, right. You just put out because you got stuck. Because
forensics.
Because you have. I'm sorry. You can tell. I'm not gonna let you do this. You're wasting my fucking bird pussy. You're wasting my fucking bird pussy. But you're not gonna smell cutting Chris' good name. Okay? If you don't smell their names, I'm gonna smell yours. I'm gonna come with receipts and facts. You hear me, babe? I don't care. You're not doing this. You're not doing this. And there's no video out here saying that Chris saying that he whacked him in the belly. You're a motherfucking liar.
Inside the home, and we're learning that it's possible that they did not even confirm Chris Proudfoot's alibi. So tonight, whether people know it or not, the father is going to be having a live on his YouTube channel to discuss some.
This is nothing but a hate campaign. You know, smell campaign of killing Chris Proudfoot. You know that I'm not. He's out for money. He put a price on his kid, $10 million. Because Sebastian is forced. But come on, $10 million? How you having stuff? I forgot. I need to review it. How you having stuff? Because you couldn't get answers? What's the answer? I saw you jump. So you let this attorney, right? Do the paperwork, pulling lies and allegations. For birthday. I read the court document. You don't have a case, don't know about the law. You just psychopath idiot here.
Some of the nuances in this case. Now, I don't know what he is going to really say. I don't know what the conversation really is going to be.
He's out for money. I'm looking for that PJ. Now, I'm not good at them. Not as about self. I'm gonna fight for what's right, not for the allegations.
Be about, but I'm pretty sure he is going to be talking about, at least in part, some of the filings that he filed against Sumner County, Eric Craddock, the detective on the case.
And they did a great job. I'm sorry if she doesn't like it. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. You deserve to be arrested. Remember, 2 people can play these stupid fucking games. But I'm just a message on TikTok for you.
Brandon Carter, and a separate lawsuit that is going after the Department of Children and Family Services because DCS in that area.
Shut up. You're a fucking maniac. Psychopath.
Was involved in his son's case and even flagged the case as, this child.
You flagged the case. You flagged
being ripe for removal from the home.
That's an allegation. In case you forgot, let me see what it is. Because, I like to call it the truth, right? I'm sorry, I don't have it put up, but I'm going to put up. Alright? Let's see. I'm not my downloads. I'm not making them. Allegations. Let's see. Allegations. I'm sorry, I can't read. Miss Jimmy. Allegations is a claiming association someone that has done something illegal or wrong, but cannot and they don't have proof. Claiming association license statement. So I don't give a damn. I'm white. Read the license, babe. Can you read? I don't think you can.
Prior to him disappearing, and it sounds like Sumner County Sheriff's Department was involved with this. It
sounds like baby, hon. Yeah, but I need for this. You don't need to go to. How are you helping, sir? I'm gonna go to that video, and I will. It sounds like I hate complaining against. I mean, that's crazy. He's still not okay. And this guy right here is a butthead because she got stuck. Yeah, because she got. I'm sorry, miss it. I'm sorry. It's funny, yo. She got caught stalking. And she can handle consequences. But I'm gonna dig on her. I'm gonna dig on Seth. Just me. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna use nonsense. I'm so grateful that nonsense has taken the time to. You're not doing this. You give me my reason why.
Department of Children and Family Services cases and situation
And
related to.
So why am I in the education? I'm gonna post my evidence. Not tonight. Not tomorrow, because I'm taking tomorrow off.
Sebastian Rogers.
Like he's give a damn about him. Like he's give. He just not payback. Because he had Kenny Chris. Be a fucking adult, baby. Not being a joke.
But they ended up closing the cases. I'm not sure what their ultimate.
Do you see what I'm saying? Do you call other cases, but he's going to be removed for that reason? For that fucking reason. It doesn't make sense. This fucking logic does not make sense. Fucking late into self-control.
Ultimate findings were, but in the reports, a neighbor did discuss.
It doesn't matter what a neighbor says.
Some of the statements neighbor. Now, Sebastian Rogers was a very high-profile case. The sheriff treated this case terribly. The sheriff.
What do you know? What do you know about investigation? Oh, you watched it. You took a course. You took fucking course. Does not matter. I'm sorry you don't have to watch. Sorry. She's not everything. I'm gonna dismiss it.
Only gave a few interviews, and the last press conference was April 2nd, 2024. Whenever Seth goes to that office, they will not let him in. Mm-hmm. The last time Seth was in front of that office, Eric Craddock, the sheriff Snuggle.
No, not really fast about it. You know, be real, keep it real. He started, yelling like that. I don't know. I never saw the finger. I never saw the middle finger, buddy. I know that he got mad, but I don't know why. Talking smart to cops is not a good way to get them to be on side. Doing this, those cops in that city is not it's the wrong. Everybody should be banned. You shouldn't be talking about this. This is harassment against Canadian Chris.
Struggles ran into the building to avoid. Even.
Prove it. So prove. When he runs away from fat self.
Seeing him. What a coward. What?
Not a coward? And talking about a coward? Let's see. Self put out Sebastian's Private and Personal Information Act. That's a fucking coward. Not even a dad. Fuck you, babe.
A stinking coward. And Seth has victims' rights. And you guys have no idea.
So that's Canadian Chris. They're also victims. The victims of you. You're so easy to cut Canadian Chris. But how about Seth? How can you not call the abuse that Cody accused him out? How can you kill his name?
Idea what Seth has gone through trying to find his son.
Really? How about Canadian Chris? You have no idea what's like for the whole internet to hate them for no reason. This allegation has not been proven. It's unsafe to prove it. Do you not understand me?
And it seems like the sheriff's working more for Chris and Katie
Bullshit.
Proudfoot than they are helping him find his son. And as you
Bullshit.
know, there's some really suspicious things going on inside the house of Chris and Katie Proudfoot before this young man went missing.
No. Allegations.
So that's kind of where we are. But if you guys are not on the YT, which some of you guys are,
It's called YouTube.
exactly like somebody's grease going on. Yes, exactly. And the fact that nobody is looking, or, you know, law enforcement wise, I mean, we've known for a while Chris and Katie have stunk to high heaven since.
You ask Isn't King. Your motherfucking ass Isn't King. We all know you're not let this lawsuit. We all know that they can come out and talk because you put them in a fucking lawsuit because of your bad behavior. Why are you making them play for your bad behavior? You don't have the right to stop, go to the judge, go to the campsite. You don't have that right, do you hear me? You don't have that fucking right. I'm so sick of you. Lying, stealing, manipulating.
The inception of this case, including.
No, you don't have this right, baby. You don't have this. I know you can know everything about. No.
Chris never even taking time off work. He was thrown off his job for his job performance
that day because Sebastian was missing, moron. I guess you don't understand how the psyche works.
Day that Sebastian disappeared. He wasn't even going to take time off work when he had a stepson that was missing.
Like, oh, he does not work. There's no evidence of his timeline. Oh my God! I think he just put his timeline. He does not fucking work. So that thing, I usually check his head, but boom, boom. He just.
He was just in a raw, foul mood, like he didn't sleep all night. I wonder why.
No, his son's missing. I wonder why. Wonder why. Keep it up, baby. She can play at this game.
I wonder why. But again, at the end of the day, at some point when law enforcement is no longer working your case and lying to you, and when you're
no proof for that, so stop it.
You're out in front of their
allegation. Let me tell you, you're not going to smoke because you're not doing it because there'll be hatred.
Office avoiding you and another officer flipping you the bird. I think at some point you kind of.
He never fit him the bird. I have seen that bird. I cannot find that. I've been over that bill.
Get sick and tired of that type of investigation.
I'm getting sick and tired.
Wait,
when you get sued by King Chris, I have to go in the car for your child. I have to go to the car for. Like, she's not like that.
And you realize that type of investigation is literally going nowhere. Some of the things outlined in these allegations are quite horrible, including assertions from Chris Proudfoot himself, or officer flipping you the bird. Kind of he was just in a raw, foul mood, like he didn't sleep. Again, at the end of the.
But you're not giving that because you're not making him acting like so bad. You fucking disgusting beast.
The day, at some point when law enforcement is no longer working your case and lying to you.
Yeah, no, Chris knows Sebastian. I know you hate that, but it's the kind of truth. Just because Seth thinks it doesn't make it true. See how that works? It's common sense.
And when you're out in front of their office avoiding you and another officer flipping you the bird.
Like if he talked crap to the officer, maybe he just wanted to get the bird. So don't sit there and make him out to be There's no proof for that.
I think at some point you kind of get sick and tired of that type of
You get sick and tired of
investigation, and you realize that type of investigation is literally going nowhere. Some of the things outlined in these allegations are
allegations. Okay. Pumped. And that's why I really like. She said allegations. So it's not true. You can prove it. Not yet. Yeah.
Are quite horrible, including assertions from Chris Proudfoot himself talking about basically gut punching.
No, that's not true. Sorry.
Sebastian Rogers, for all these people on this platform, especially those people that are friends with Barbecue Lady that was on here smearing Seth Rogers.
Good job.
I want you guys to understand who you were smearing Seth Rogers for. A man that physically admitted to abusing.
No, he did not. Stop it.
This child.
No, he did. That was right. Allegation. Allegation is. I don't know why it's not Jefferman. I have to go and Katie and Chris. Quiet, but this is ridiculous. The hate that comes from Seth and Brian Bay.
To the point that in the file of the Department of Children and Family
That's allegations.
Services, he was getting ready to be taken out of.
No, he hasn't. Stop it.
This whole.
No, he hasn't. Either abuse case was closed, so how can they take him? If everything is wrapped up in a bow tie, how can they take it in what they fucking?
So for all the people that want to sit there and take up for Chris and Katie Proud,
I'm gonna always stand up for the truth. Let's get that right. You see, these allegations are funded. I'm not gonna believe a word that Seth says. Because I base my facts on the truth. You base dirt and threats it.
Outfit and have taken up for them and have given them money or have given these pieces of garbage on
You're the piece of garbage. Let's not forget. You're the bread.
These platforms that took up for them, that literally crucified an innocent father.
What are you doing now? You're crucifying two of Sebastian's parents. You don't give a shit about somebody. You don't give a shit about stuff. So shut the fuck up.
Doing nothing but sitting here trying to fight for his son.
No.
While two people that this child was in the care of lost him or did something terrible to him. And people on here were beating up the father that was at work when this happened. I don't know how you sleep at night.
I said this one because I base my reaction, I base my sanity on the fucking truth. So you can't sleep at night. That's not hurt. You get up, close your eyes, you go to bed. Why? Do you have to drink yourself to death?
I don't know how how you're okay with your behavior and the way you treated an innocent father.
If she not put facts it like you do.
But shame on you.
Shame on you. Shame on me. Lying.
And shame on the people that supported those channels doing this to Seth Rogers.
And how about you doing this to Kate and Chris? Now you know you can't speak up and talk. When you have defamed, when you have lied on them, shame on you. Let's throw that ball back at you.
Shame on you.
Shame on him. Shame. Lying about Chris.
He was trying to fight an uphill battle.
No, he wasn't. And that's why an uphill battle. Shut up.
And he had a corrupt county to boot. And
no, he didn't have a corrupt county. You're corrupt.
Then you guys piled on top of him.
You piled on top of Kate and Chris. Making them back and forth every day and do the same commentation. I mean, I can throw the ball, you throw the ball at me, I can throw the ball back right at you. See, Kate and Chris has not my own stuff. See how Kate and Chris has not come out here and slam Cypher's ass like they need to do now.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
And still to this day, these pieces of shit still pile on top of this.
How about you, a piece of shit? Pile on Kate and Chris. And they can throw that ball back and forth, but it doesn't make sense to.
This man.
Katie and Chris are mandatory. Katie and Chris are good people until putting otherwise. Good for you. You got a good actor's face on. You can act, really do. I'm gonna never throw my throat to the devil. You did this in down Shame on Russ, because you're not doing this again. Shame on you. Come at me, bitch.
It's bullshit.
It's
and we all know it.
You're bullshit and they all know it. But you still running your fucking mouth. I guess the officer against Cream hasn't trained your line. Defamation is a bitch.
We all know it. So I'm super glad that Sebastian's father, Seth, has taken back some of his power.
It's not power.
Has, through the help...
What right do you have to suck on Kate and Chris? What right do you have? You better shut the fuck up, because this is not looking different.
Help of his attorney made a very powerful statement of change. I've never seen a community so noticeably corrupted and everybody be so blissfully unaware of the corruption.
It's quite hard in love to live in that fictional world you live in.
Going on in their backyard.
Nobody's
It's
going
sad.
to buy your bullshit. Nobody's going to buy your fucking bullshit. And it's sad that you are just deranged and not dull, not living in reality.
But I think that this is a great step to learning his son's case. I hope by the end of this, Seth gets the answers he needs. I pray to God this brings about change that needs to be had.
You don't know what investigating me. You don't know. You know someone calling Chris fine. Go ahead, I can defend them all day. But you not sit there and act like you know anything about investigation, profiling, because you can, in reality, you're not making sense. In reality, you're fucking lying. You can stand liars.
And I pray to God this starts kickstarting the investigation into the right direction.
It's not.
So we can find out what happened to Sebastian.
Like you give a damn about Sebastian.
And hopefully bring him home if law enforcement hasn't screwed up this case too much.
Allegations.
Well, Kirsten, I hope you guys vote different opportunity. Your taxes are gonna start going through the roof.
Yeah, because you're both of you don't give a damn about that city. You're gonna ruin that city for what reason, baby? Because you mess about a loan of a half. You don't have a fucking life.
But at the end of the day, is that this shouldn't have ever happened. No parent should ever have to be suing the law enforcement body investigating their child's case because they're doing a terrible job.
You're not doing a terrible job. Seth doesn't like that kind. Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's never happened an update. It's ridiculous to expect so. Shame on you for putting Chris through this. Shame on you because you don't have the balls out of the background to stand up to the truth. Shame on you for not facing reality.
In violating not only their victims' rights, but everybody that they bring in to help them. They violate them, they try to throw them out, and if they can't get them out some way of pressure, then they start arresting them for no reason.
This is not
and
about
trumping
you.
up charges.
This is not about you. You just got there. You don't have the right to ban like Crystal and Curtis right either. Neither does Seth. Fuck you.
Because that's what happened to me.
It's not about you.
So
You
now
ban
there's
like
two major federal lawsuits against this sheriff because of this specific case. Mine has heard people disrespecting Sebastian's dad, Seth Rogers. Heard people disrespecting Sebastian's dad, Seth Rogers. I would definitely unsubscribe from them because the help.
I'm gonna unsubscribe to you because you're not honest. And everybody knows that you're full of shit. Don't ever complicate. Sit down, my daughter. It's not about you. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. Sorry. You're never going to run, you devil. Fucking asshole. Fucking bitch. Let's see. Suffering his fuck sense. No. I'm not gonna overdose. Because I have some problems. Like that. Just. Can send down for a comforter though? Because she doesn't do her range.
I'm hanging in there. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's never a show that we have regarding your son that I think doesn't hit a very emotional chord with all of us. I know it's something you live with every second, every minute of every day.
So I think she's biased. I'm sorry, but if he can take birth parents, him, and getting custody like they think, because Seth doesn't give a damn.
I also thought I would just really quick, and when he first passed, I said something on the show, did a prayer for him. But I know for you and I both, Tony was a very hard loss. He was
Tony has a bad 7 line manipulator. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm sorry.
somebody who advocated nonstop for Sebastian and was like a brother
No,
to you.
he did not advocate. So, let me say this. For sure, Betty's not an advocate for anybody about her fucking self. Look at me. I got caught stalking, but I can't handle the show, so I'm going to sue everyone that I can because they arrested me. No, you better like Katie and Chris. You better like, you know what? The allegations, state the truth.
Just wanted to acknowledge that. Beautifully said.
This young man that you have up on the screen, that is my son, deserves the best from everybody. And that includes government workers, city workers. We all deserve the best from the people that are hired by the government to take care of simple things like law enforcement is one of them. Being in law enforcement is not a simple thing, but doing your job.
And they have.
Is that on your end or mine? They gave me a call.
Tell me how we're going to break this down.
He's not my enforcement. Has a heart, and I have a nice job. Because anybody in law enforcement has to have that brotherhood. Unless you have that, unless you stand by the police, you should be looking like my boy. That's all.
Step by step. Tell me how you first came across your attorney. And it's just so wonderful. I am so glad you have somebody to represent Sebastian in this case on both of these fronts. Let me first.
It's a frivolous lawsuit. You're not going to trying to get stuff. You're not going to. I'm sorry, you can't break the law.
Ask you how you came to meet him.
He gave me a call.
Gave you a call and basically said, listen, we've got to do something about this?
No, he gave me a call and set up a meeting, and I went and spoke with him, and we had about a 2-hour conversation to try to get to know each other.
Great.
And then he stated that he'd like to see some of the stuff that I have. So.
No, I have a case, dude. Sorry.
I signed some paperwork with him. He reviewed the information that I had, and he said he'd like to take the case.
Excellent. Well, when we look at these cases, and I want to break them down into the two separate cases, I want to start with what I believe was the genesis of how Sebastian was initially failed. And that was by the CPS, Child Protective Service personnel, the government personnel.
You're not playing. Service is making stuff up. You got a failure of a lawyer. It's disgrace for you. Because at the end of the day, he's a fuck yourself to just, he's not an officer. If he had legitimate knowledge of how to conduct an investigation, it doesn't matter. You can look at a judge, doesn't mean a fucking cop.
That are hired and that are supposed to understand when there are issues in a household and put above all else protecting children like Sebastian. Can you break down, and if not, I'm happy to, but can you break down the specificity of what they missed and what their failures were?
No, I can't.
You can't because of agreements you have to keep quiet?
I can't because anything to do with the lawsuit concerning what my attorney is doing or anything that's considering to the CPS, I'm still bound by certain things and I can't speak about. So unless it was addressed in the filing itself, I can't speak about those.
But it's your fucking lawsuit. Like, what? Like, come on, dude.
Fair enough. So as far as the filing, can you break down the filing specifically as it relates to Child Protection Service piece of it? Because I know there's two suits. Let's first talk about this one.
You mean against DCS?
Yes. Sorry, and I apologize. Children's Protective Services are the general overlay, what many offices are called, but you're right, in Tennessee, and I apologize, it's actually the Department of Children's Services. So DCS is the acronym,
No.
and that's what we'll be working with for this show.
Correct. Department of Children's Services. What would you like to know that doesn't encroach on the reports themselves? I'm not trying to, leave my house and go to jail today, Miss Coffee.
No, we do not want that. We want everything kosher.
So you can't talk about this lawsuit even though it's yours? What the fuck, Gary? Wait, you trying to make a change? Okay, level.
Sure. Look, what I understand is that specifically mentioned in the paperwork is a strike by Chris Proudfoot.
That's allegedly.
Proudfoot is the father, stepfather, I should say, the husband of Katie Proudfoot, the former wife of Seth Rogers, so the biological mother of Sebastian. And they were supposed to be caring for Sebastian
You
for
will.
many.
You will, Miss Ma'am. You have it. That's allegedly. That's alleged. That's allegation that has not been proven yet.
Years. Now, at the beginning of his life, are you allowed to talk about that with us? How you raised him, how Katie
Yeah,
was working,
I
and
mean,
you,
How Kay got into the Navy and got her some medical insurance so they can pay, so she can pay for it. How just bastard right here stay here and take care of that. Made young life, you know, so
talk
I
to
was,
us about that.
I was mainly a stay-at-home father for the first 7 years. Well, I would say not for the first 7 years, but for the first, from the age of like 2.5 till 7.
what about getting up and finding what to do? What about providing for your fucking family? Are you nuts? No.
I was taking care of him. I mean, I had full-time job, was going to school full-time when
Why did Kay have to go into the Navy so she can get medical insurance for her baby boy?
Sebastian was born. Certain things, people, I'm not here to point fingers or,
Bullshit.
Sebastian was my son. There's nothing like waking up and knowing that today we're going to work on swimming because we're going to go to the pool, knowing that my son could swim before he could walk.
Me.
We spent more time at the pool than, he spent in a high chair. He wa- Sebastian Sebastian delivered God delivered me Sebastian to change my life. I was not I wa- I was still a good person, but I was going down the wrong path in life. And I'm pretty sure most people understand when you're going down the wrong path in life when you're younger, before you get older. And Sebastian, God put Sebastian in my life, and I accepted the responsibility. And God knew I would. Did I think I would be a good dad? No, before Sebastian, I had no idea. I was like, I don't really have the tolerance to deal with children. I'm working all the time.
Is that why you put your hands on him? Is that why, Chef? Because he can control you angry? I wonder how many CPS reports for you.
I've got things I want to do in my life, but you forget those things when when you become a parent. You forget what your life was before. I haven't thought about my life before Sebastian in a long time. I mean, I couldn't even tell you some of the things I did. Even before Sebastian came along, I mean, I can tell you that I was working 80, 90-hour weeks. I was in the construction field, and I had goals. I had things I wanted to buy. I had cars that I was trying to restore. So before I met Katie and before Sebastian was born, I worked a lot, and I pretty much worked on cars on my off time when I wasn't at work.
So with Sebastian, these years from about 2.5 to 7, a lot of swimming. Tell us some other details about what you did with him, your parenting style. Tell us about Sebastian during that time frame.
Well, all children are different. So any type of parenting style that you think you're going to have with your first child, no. You end up wrapped around their pinky, and the next thing you know, you're playing with stuffed animals on the floor. You're sitting there crawling around, crawling after them, trying to keep them entertained. I mean, there was many hours of watching Mickey Mouse Playhouse. I mean, he grew up as a Disney kid, you know. He was, I don't know, he was an interesting child growing up. I mean, if he wanted something, he would communicate, and you would either figure it out or he would continue to communicate with you. I mean, it's not like he was speaking English, so knowing that he had the chromosomal deletion syndrome, which we found out at about 6 months after his birth, the pregnancy was not really good for neither one of them. The hospital kind of screwed certain things. I mean, I
don't think anybody can do white right now. He can only provide. He's the best. No, he's not.
there was a lot of diaper changing, a lot of bottles being made. I mean, at the very beginning,
Daisy.
you're just trying to make sure that that your child survives.
Yeah, this is today's.
We spent a lot of time in the hospital. We spent a lot of time. Katie was, I want to say she was 5 days late on giving birth.
Not her fault.
The hospital kept saying that she wasn't dilating properly. By the time that, you know, they gave her the epidural and then they gave her medication for her to be able to deliver Sebastian. I mean, Sebastian had already, there was, I believe they call it marconium. I mean, it was a really,
Stuff like that happens. You cannot control it. Neither can the doctors and the nurses control that.
it was not a simple textbook pregnancy and birth for Sebastian or for his mother.
Why are you being so?
You know.
So, how old was Katie when she gave birth to Sebastian?
Mm-hmm. I'd have to remember when her birthday is, but Sebastian was born December 7th, 2008. I think she was 19.
So young. How many?
Or 20. I don't remember. It's neither here nor there.
Yes, it is.
You know, I am not part of her life. The only thing that makes me part of her life was our son.
Let me tell you what happened. Freedom Buddy and Trading Matthew. You raped him from Cutting Chris. Cutting Chris helped him get a job. But, you know, he's.
And even then, I tried to stay out of her life because she wanted a divorce.
And?
Okay.
And?
Being married to me is a choice. It is not a demand. It is not a life sentence. It's, you know, you took vows. If you don't feel that you can hold your
I bet she could. I bet you put hands on her.
vows anymore and you want out of it, then I don't. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. She asked for a divorce. Only thing I fought for is joint legal and physical custody of Sebastian.
And so, how did you first know that there was an issue? Was it just part of the prenatal care that you first knew there would be at least some issues in terms of this?
Sebastian, I mean, at birth, when we came home from the hospital, Sebastian on average would be awake for 18 to 20 hours a day.
You didn't find that problematic? You didn't find that problematic? Because I would have. I'm gonna have taking him to the dresser. Oh, they don't believe that crap too.
He didn't sleep. I mean, every book that we had read was average newborns will sleep anywhere from 16 to 18
They're
hours a
fucking
day
right.
because
They're
that
fucking
they just
right.
sleep. Sebastian didn't sleep.
You
Like
don't
I
see
said, there was
that
a
as
lot
a
of
problem.
changing diapers, bottle feeding,
That's
playing with him on
normal.
the floor, getting him to roll over and to move over and to play with him to get him to do stuff. Because you have to get those little muscles going. You got to start making sure that they're working.
And so, as things are going, you said he swam before he ever walked. Was there anything else? Because I think that's pretty special. That you
All the shoes that I knew that he had at the front door.
Is it fair to? Oh, sorry, Seth.
It's their house. The only thing I know is what I know. I know that the boots that I bought him were there. The tennis shoes that he had just that his mom had supposedly just bought him was there, and his old tennis shoes were there.
And is it fair to say? Well, I know she said he left without shoes, but is it fair to say that he only had a few shoes and a few things that were kept at that house?
No, it's not. Sebastian lived there and Sebastian lived here. So here he's got his own room, his own bedroom, a closet full of clothes, his motorcycle helmet. He's got his video game systems he's got his PlayStation 3 that's in his room, his own TV that's in his room. He had his Switch, which hooked up to his TV that the sheriff's department still hasn't given me back. The only thing that he would bring from there to here on a regular basis was his cell phone.
And part of my comment about that was related very specifically to something that was said by Chris Proudfoot, the stepfather, and that was there was a situation where he, meaning Sebastian, angered Chris Proudfoot, and Chris Proudfoot, it had to do with him cleaning his room, and he wasn't cleaning his room to Chris Proudfoot's specifications. And so Chris Proudfoot said he threw many things
Parents talk, but in reality, that never happened.
away. And I want to understand. So when it comes to this civil suit that's related to DCS, is it fair to say, without compromising anything you're not allowed to say, is it fair to say that at the crux of that is how Sebastian Rogers was treated, the sexual abuse prior with another male that was in the Proudfoot home, that later left?
Let me tell you, Jennifer Coppin Daffo. I picked her. I know you said, Grace didn't get raped, and then she got raped, okay? I know you don't believe that. I don't care about them, because she doesn't care. You're not going to put this, what happened to Sebastian, on them. You're not. Do you hear me?
With the DCS reports, the fact is that I knew about the first one because I got a phone call. All right, I got a phone call from the school. I got a phone from the resource officer, Mr. Rogers, and I was like, that's funny because in school, on the same page of the stuff that had happened in California with Sebastian. But after that initial one, I was never contacted about any of the others. So after the initial contact between me, the school, and the resource office, that was it. That was it.
So after that, CPS basically, I keep calling them CPS, that's the overarching, sorry, DCS, in a nutshell, close the file, if you will, didn't keep things going forward or moving forward in terms of their concern or taking action regarding Sebastian. Is that
No,
what?
I'm just stating that they didn't contact me as more cases were opened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there were more cases opened. They did not contact you as his father, and that is part of the suit. That is part of the issue.
Correct.
And so when we're talking about that, because I get the whole point of this, is that, at least in my opinion, if you have proper supervision over a child, over somebody who is on the autism spectrum.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't even do it. Clean up the climate. And I heard, I don't know if this is true, but he's overprotected of Sebastian. So that makes me think she love him. But he shut up.
Spectrum and has other issues, that if that is not followed up on, if that is not pursued in terms of home visits, in terms of what was best for Sebastian, what environment was best, that is at the crux of then why he later goes missing.
With any state organization, there's, like I said, there's rules and policies.
Sorry. I'm sorry. This one,
It was-
I'll back up. Looking for.
Tell me how we're going to break fronts. Let me first ask you how you came to meet him. Great.
And then he stated that he'd like to see some of the stuff that I have.
I'm sorry, I can't find. He has to. You just going to download it, but you just like them. He also states that he just not download, took over his under papers and took over the lawsuit. And to me, that's very strange because if he's not going to do a fucking lawsuit against just civil suffers, you should be involved in this lawsuit, not have somebody take it over. What? Thank you. I can't find that. Yeah, I don't have time to go over the whole thing. I'm gonna come back to tomorrow. On Monday. I'm taking tomorrow off. I need to. I'm gonna take Sundays off. I'm gonna read German night. I'm going to get a lot of sleep. He said something about the line. I think that was the main part to this. So let me rewatch it. Yeah, I'll make a video and post it tomorrow. He just said, I just have to rewatch it and I don't have time right now. So let's come back tomorrow. It's very, being a pain in the ass tomorrow. And I'm gonna post lives today. Okay, have a good day and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.